Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 416 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will say that this is the first trading day of the week, but second to the last trading day of the month of April, the first month on the second quarter, and we have seen that most of the matured markets have closed the previous week on a positive note, and they're opening also this morning on a strong positive sentiment in this market. As a result of what the positive earnings that are hit this market, these different markets across the globe in Asia, in Europe, and US, markets are in green this morning. You can see that investor sentiment has really improved, despite that this is the week of the day forward for policy meeting in US by Fed to see what is going to come out in terms of rate cut on all. But I'll tell you that rate cut is for me for most market traders and also players in that environment. I do not know that it might not be in this meeting, like today, that have only been postponed like around September to see what the figures are, because we are still seeing that the macroeconomic data in US are still missed. We saw a softer than GDP for the first quarter. Also, we saw that the canker inflation in that environment is also looking up. Despite another market we are seeing like in Europe, we saw all eyes are still on inflation data, and this MPC also policy meeting in US. And that also in Asia. Asia is not left behind. Asia market, I will tell you that stocks in that market are still in green. They are open strongly this morning in that market. And this is as a result of what market tracking the positive close in Wall Street, and at the same time that the positive earnings that came from tech companies boosted confidence to offset even the fear of rate cut and rate hike and all those stuff, as all eyes are on Wednesday meeting that will starting from for policy meeting for US. These are for Fed. These are the things that also is also important in the market. But in Asia, US in Asia also that the China market they advanced sort of what sort of government trying to losing some restriction on property market that also have aided gain was seen. For regional market in that region, I said that they also open higher, and I said that fear of longer US rates, also following a stronger inflation data released last week. All these are what is forming expectation, but that fear has also started looking at all the meetings that want to come this week. As well as we are looking at some figures to come from Europe in terms of inflation, and also potential managers from Japan. These are the things that also inform the market. That will shape the market this week. But I believe that investors in this different market are also looking at what to do. As all eyes are still on this macroeconomic data, knowing that the earnings that have that came to the market so far last week, as all eyes are still on more Q1 number this week, so that the word that came from the tech company really changed the market sentiment. We saw that impacted the market across the globe. That also the MSI, which is the global market index, closed about 2.6 for the week, and that trend has continued this morning. As all eyes are still on these earnings that are expected also to be released this week. And also was also that the oil market, the crude oil market, we saw a kind of a slowdown in oil market as we speak now. That also informed that because of the peace talk between Hamas and Israel, that also impacting what oil price. Oil price just pulled back as we speak now. For me, I believe that this is going to also keep that oscillation in the commodity market. And for me, there's no cause for alarm. All investors to do just to focus on what is their goal, and also invest according to the line of their goals and expectation, using their plan. You must create your plan in any market you are trading, whether you are trading in Asia, in Europe, in US, or in Africa. Yes, you need to also understand all this. But if you look at the market in Europe, I can see that Europe market is almost a 2 weeks high now, hitting 2 weeks high. For me, it's a good news for those in that the Europe market is hitting a 2 weeks high. Even in the midst of inflation figures expected, they are all focused expectation and also what the outcome of the meeting will about. This is the thing that's shaping the market in Europe, and also the good numbers that came that last week also continue this week. But that also depends on the market to do. But this week, as I said earlier, the first trading of the week or 2 days to the last for the month of April, as April is winding down, I tell you that the market has really dimension. That means most of this market might likely close the month of April positive, and why in Africa that market also falling missed. But if you look at the US market, let me quickly look at the US market. The indices there are open higher this morning in that regard. You can see that despite the key Fed interest decision, and also more of expected different corporate results to hit the market this week. These are the things that will shape the market in US. But I'll tell you, the outcome of the Fed meeting will be a major thing that will shape the market. Knowing that the fixed income market, or what we call the treasury yield in this market, are also have gone up, and because this is the highest, the almost more than 2 decade high interest rate that is causing borrowing cost in that environment, that the US interest rate is ranging between 5.25 to 5.5. This is very cost of borrowing is high. Also telling on businesses about who believe that the outcome of this meeting will also determine. But also don't forget that in US the target of inflation has been about 2%. For the last 4 months it's about 2.7, still above the Fed expectation. And now let's see what we're going to play out in this meeting, at the coming meeting. And also the economy, US economy has been also missed. I see some strong data of labor, GDP also, and all those stuff. That's why there will slow down in Q1. These are the things that will determine if Fed will continue to hike it or not. But let's look at and see. And obviously, all eyes are still to see the number that will come from what, from Amazon, Apple, and others this week. These numbers also will also tell where the market will be going. That's why all eyes are still what on earnings is very, very important as we speak now. Like I said earlier, oil price have kind of slide this morning. A lot of what the peace talk between Israel and Hamas, that I mentioned earlier, that is concerned, of the wider conflict spread, in Middle East. As well as let's see how the market will go. For the fear of distortion of supply and other stuff is still there. But I tell you that the global market is still very strong. And we'll go back to see what is happening in Africa. Africa market is very, very mixed right away as we speak now. But I'll tell you that NGS has opened in green, but as we speak now, they pulled back, in red. Other African markets, some are in green and some are in red. But like I said earlier, just because we're already in the last few trading days of the month of April, which is the first month in the second quarter, earnings for Q1 across the globe has been expected in the market. Also in Nigeria, we have seen earnings that come from different companies for Q1, has given also insight what to expect, especially from the financial sector and the non-financial sector. But I'll tell you, the one we're going to check out this morning, the number that came from livestock feed and that of CAP, which is the chemical and allied product. Well, I'll tell you that these companies have given sign where they are going. And also, we have seen it in some of them. Also, we have started discussing earlier in this class. But all eyes are still on what? On this corporate action this period that will provide some liquidity that might likely support the market, because when people are being paid dividend, they have what dividend back to the market. But I'll tell you that the market still remains on the downtrend as we speak this morning. But I think the market has also go further to the red this morning compared to what it closed on the Friday. If we look at the what is happening on the market now, before we go and see the data for the market, I want to look at the numbers that were released from this company I've mentioned, livestock feed, and that of CAP. But before, let's start with the livestock feed as the first one to look at. If you look at this result that came from livestock feed, I'll tell you that this is a good number as displayed on the discussion chart. Here, if you see this company, will give you insight of what is happening as we speak right away in this company. We've seen that for almost getting to 4 to 5 years, this company has been struggling to come back to profit, and for that, they've not really rewarded their shareholders with a dividend. But because of price oscillation, market being up from the post COVID-19, a market that also have influenced the price to move from as low as 70 kobo to almost getting to 320, coming back in. The oscillation has remained there in and out. But since this government came on board, because of the policy reform, also the government focusing on agriculture after declared agriculture sector emergency, food emergency, how they call it. For that we have seen it impacting on some agricultural company or related companies, which livestock feed is not left behind. You can see the number that came from the 2023 number. There was no dividend, but we saw that yes, they are gradually back to profit there. Also, the first one that in Q1 2024, which is a good signal for me that the company has really increasing their performance compared to what they have done the previous year. If this trend is sustained in this current financial year, that will be a plus also for the market for me. That's why investors should also look at this trend that we're seeing in this company and see how they can take advantage of it. Why? Because when you're able to spot companies that has potential and government policy, either one or the other, have an impact on the activities, it has a way of also influencing performance in that industry. That's why investors have to also pay attention to such companies so that at the end of the day, be able to take advantage of what is happening there to make informed decision. Yes, as we speak, if you look at the top line and the bottom line of livestock, we have seen a great improvement in their numbers. We saw 4.85 billion May in 2023, move towards 7.14 billion in 2024. You can see that this is almost about 57 to 58, 60% change in what in terms of revenue. But if you look at the profit, the gross profit at the end of the day, you can see that for me, after cost of sale, you can see that it's still also more than even more than three times what they did in 2023. Look at the gross profit of 1.1 billion against 352.4 million naira in 2023. It shows that where the company is going. But after cost of operation and other operating income, so that at the end of the day, the bottom line, which is the profit after tax, which is very important for many investors, see that it has turned positive from also 20, 20.71 million toward 281.1 million. You can see that it's also more than 200 and 200%, more than 200% increase. For me, it's a good one for investors, and it's likely to an earning per share of 6 kobo against the 1 kobo posted in 2020. You can see from 1 kobo 2023 to 6 kobo. It tells you that this company is set for for business. That means we can forecast with this is 6 kobo at the end of the year that we're looking at to see around 22 to 23 kobo end of the year, and that might start giving an investor confidence or direction that this company might start paying dividend in the current financial year, depending, and also if towards the new quarters ahead, I will start seeing performance changing. So I believe that once the focus on to address issue of agriculture and so to feed Nigeria is taken serious as the government have declared emergency for food, for food production, that will have a way of imparting of livestock. For me, it's a good one. But if you further go down, because I tell you that you don't only look at the profit, you look at also the asset. You can see that and the assets of the asset like the balance sheet. So at the balance sheet, you can see that they still having a accumulated deficit, but you can see that the rate of drop in the accumulated deficit is that the company is doing well from 743.11 million to 562 point 4. They tell you that million. They tell you that this is also an improvement for the company. If you look at what is the cash flow of this company, like I said, the cash flow is very, very important. We must know what is happening in the company to know exactly, in terms of cash flow, where are they heading to? Is there improvement? Because I said when a company is posting a positive number and cash flow is not moving in that direction, it's a matter of time. But look at the company cash flow to see exactly what is happening. But if you look at the company operating cash flow, for the first quarter, I can see that it's a great improvement. Cash flow of almost net cash flow of about 3.5 billion against 459.03 in 2023. For me, it's a good one. This is what I can take for livestock. But quickly look at what the number that came from CAP. When I mean CAP, I told you that this is a chemical and allied product PSC. For the number came from this also an industrial company as to paint. Don't forget that they recently acquire some paint company also to become bigger. I can see that has also impacting on this company number. That's why I tell you that when we are building capacity, it's a way to tell you that yes, we have seen potential in that industry. I think that we have seen the advantage that you can take and put. Also, we have seen that in this CAP result, it has reflected the recent acquisition of Portland Paint. This you can see on this number. You can see that the revenue has jumped by almost more than 100% from 3.97 billion to 8.51 billion in 2024. In within 12 months, comparing that's more than 100%. This is very great, I will tell you. And if you go further to see, yes, you can see that the financial income also increased. And don't forget that this financial income is when these companies also are involved in trading all this treasury bill. Don't forget that in Nestle, for example, Nestle and Unilever and others that also trade this financial income. instead of they are keeping their treasury down fallow, they know how to turn it, go investment in fixed income, treasury bill, come quickly before the roller, before they demand for the money. This also have a way of impacting the company. You can see that their financial income also improved from 208.1 million to about 840.84 million for 2023. This is a good one. But like let's also look at what is in for us after we have deducted the expenses and the government tax. You can see at the end of the day, the company posted about 1.27 billion against 389.14 million in 2020. This is about 228% change, and this is against an earning per share of any per share of 1 naira 56 kobo against 48 kobo in 2023. This has given investor an insight what investor should expect from this company. And for me, it's a clue to where they are going. And that is why I'm not surprised that when the result came last week for 2 to 3 days, we saw the price hitting all-time high, or no, let me put it, let's say 52, not all-time, sorry, 52 high about 28 naira 85 kobo for. For me, it's a good one. But are you buying at this purpose of this result? If you're a long-term investor, you need to wait to pull back. But for those that are taking advantage of the price to make profit, this is how to take profit. For me, this is how to trade the market, especially as the market, fundamentals are changing, which technologists have also reviewed to us. You must understand how to trade this market at any given time, so that at the end of the day, you can take advantage of what market reaction to produce number like this, or also to make money. It's very, very important that we have it. If you look at the balance sheet of CAP, I'll tell you that the balance sheet is not looking bad. I see that the shareholders fund is positive, and also not only that, I see that what we are seeing here is that the company is having a good performance. You can see that the shareholders, the total equity has also moved from 7.97 billion to 9.24 billion. For me, it's a good one for investors in this company, having a positive balance sheet like this, and also assets is strong. For me, it's a good one for investors to also look at. But if you also want to look at the profit, the cash flow for the period, you must look at the cash flow from operation to see if that cash flow from operation will sustain the earnings. If not, we give you an insight. But for CAB, if you look at cash flow for the period, have turned is there as speak now is negative as we speak. But we want to look at what will look like for the next quarter. We want to look at about 985.98 million in red against 85.52 million in 2023. We must look at what the cash flow and also an investment, also cash flow towards and finance. We must look at all this work to see what is happening in the company. Yeah, quick one. We'll quickly come back to our chart. And before we go back, I want to look at what is the market itself doing in terms of data. We want to see what the state of the market before we go to live chart to see what the performance. But as we speak right away, the market, I told you earlier that it has pulled back into red, and the figure is telling us that the market has lost about 200 and the market has lost 225. Market has lost 248.65 basic point. And that is about 0.28, which is almost 0.3% in the red. And the index is trading at 97,904.4 points. You can see that market is really breaking down the 98 line now. Break down, now when they break down the support level of 198. I mean, the market is heading already to 94, 95. But this correction also depends what the numbers were expected to look like, especially for the financial sector and other. But number we have seen, like what we have discussed today, they have missed. We have seen the number that came from Steplat this morning, one that came from medical and medical gas and medical industrial gas and all that this morning. This one we are seeing all this number coming, for this will give investors more insight on what to do. Let's quickly go to our live chart to see what is happening in the market. Yes, like I said earlier, if you look at this chart now, you can see that the market is still in the red. Let's quickly look at it so that you can understand what I mean. Market is in the red. Let's take it from here. Even though the month is ending, the market is still extending the red position of the market right away. This red position of the market is that the market is still doing what? Market is still down. If you look at the market right now, you can see the market has shown a sign of a rebound for 2 days. Last week now, Friday and Thursday. For this morning, market has broken down or the sign of reversal was seen already. When we saw the hammer at a downtrend, which is the sign of reversal. But with the extension of what we are seeing this morning, market is going to go down. But also the market have broken down another strong support level here. Now you can see that gone below it. That means we are looking at something around the 95, between 95 and 94. Strong to another strong support level before we can say this is where the market is going now. I think for investors, we must keep our finger crossed, looking at what the market is like. Yes, let's call other indicators that will help us right away to see the state of the market. I want to see is fund entering the market or funds, as we saw on Friday, and a sign that fund is entering the market. We want to also consider what is happening in the market right now, so that at the end of the day, you know exactly what to do, as an investor. Fine, look at the MACD now. Also, we call out on our money flow, and also look at what our moving average, which is a moving average exponential 8. Want to look at this, also want to see what is the state of the market, that we can quickly look at it and vote ahead from there. But as we speak now, I'll tell you that if you look at this blue line here, you can see that the market is trading below the T line, which is a sign of weakness. You can see all this, that momentum in the market is weak. And put your market has also reflected. You can see that the market was having a bearish MACD, not a bullish one. You can see that at this point. For the sign already, what this sign, and also the money flow trying to recover, so it's not strong. Let's see how the market will close this morning. But generally, market is weak. I think that on the daily chart, market is already giving sign of reversal. But with the move this morning, it has short-lived that expectation until we see what the market is doing now. Until the market close, but right away, until the market have extended the bearish run as we speak now, seeing what is happening in the market. But let's quickly also look at other stocks, to know exactly those stocks, the strength behind their movement. Let's look at the stock like CAP, as we mentioned. I've discussed the result this morning. Let's see what is happening in CAP. Then we can quickly look at what is happening in First Bank and Zenith Bank to see exactly what you can see what is happening in CAP this morning. You can see that there's already a profit taking in CAP. Now looking at the day chart, now I can see here, you can see that activities here, and also see for money flow is still looking up, but I'll tell you the candlestick, I can see a pullback here. From the candlestick is a sign of what also profit taking already on the day chart. But if you look at 1 hour chart for this stock, will give us a click. You can see that here, try to also pull back, try to rebound. You can see the movement in this stock. But let's wait and see. Then quickly look at the 4 hours chart to see exactly. So you can start the stock. Try to consider this kind of candlestick that is flat here. To keep our price, keep our price on it. Also keep our eyes on this stock to see exactly. So you can see the money flow is strong on 4 hour start, very strong money flow, almost 90. You can see that MACD is bullish. You can see this for 1 hour, for 4 hour start for the stock. But we look at the LBN here to see where that stock is going. LBN then we'll now quickly look at what we look at the LIVESTOCK feed. For me to also look at the Dangote sugar. Yes, if you look at this stock now, you can see that the stock for me is not doing badly. You can see that it has crossed the T line after Friday rebound. Like I said about, you can see the sign here. Also the full candlestick, but also you can see a good signal here in terms of our MACD. Telling us that the stocks are about to cross. You can see that if you look at this histogram here, is accelerating here. Once it crosses, that will become what a bullish MACD. And put to see that this blue line cross the red one up, that confirm it. You can see that MACD, the price action across the world, the T line up, and money flow is looking up to be around the 27.4.92. For me, it's not a bad one for the stock. The spread is still there, but momentum is also very strong. Let's keep our eyes. But money flow is looking up for the stock. But if you look at the LIVESTOCK now, to call it a day, look at LIVESTOCK feed, LIVESTOCK fees to call it a day for today. Look at LIVESTOCK fees, to see if that trend is still there. But LIVESTOCK fees for me, I can say that this is a positive. This is a 4 hour chart. You can see that it's still in green. You can see that what's slowing down. You can see sharp here for me. Let's look at 1 hour chart for LIVESTOCK fees. On 1 hour chart, I have already seen it slow down little, but I thought almost 170, 178. for profit taking activities. You can see sign already, and I'm not surprised in a market where you are seeing a a bearish trend. You are about to see profit taking at the time. So when people have made a 20 to 25% on the stock, I expect that this is a clue and eye opener to investors what to expect from this stock as we go into the future. But nevertheless, despite that the market is in red, I've seen a positive market breadth about 16 stocks on the dinner chart, and why about 14, it's also on the loser chart. But to see, like I said earlier, the top gainers right away now, because of our time, is Flower, Honeywell gaining 9.4, you can see Fertilizer, Capaton, Unity Bank, and what and Sterling Bank. These are the top gainers. While the top losers are Dangote Sugar, Fresco, and what and Vertical, Veteran Capital, and also Lower Peak and Cap. Cap, I'm not surprised of profit taking. And for terms of volume, I see that UBA is leading by 21.5 million share traded so far. He puts the initial PSC also 16.5 million share, 1 naira 51 kobo, followed by FBN 21 naira 50 kobo, traded 13.2 million shares. Zenith Bank 31.35, traded 9.1 million shares, and the Transcorp 1370 traded 5.3 million shares at this hour. On this note, I will say thank you. I look forward to see you after the holiday. Since Wednesday is public holiday, we'll see on Friday, hopefully by God's grace. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.